Joined by a fourth Republican giving a response. It's Florida Congresswoman Ileana Ros-Lehtinen. She will give the official Spanish language version of the GOP rebuttal, and she joins me now.
Well,
Good morning
thank
to
you, Chuck. It's a wonderful feat here to be here with a fellow Miami.
Well, that's
Thank
right,
you.
exactly. Let's hear from Miami. But let me ask you, so how different do you plan to make your response than, say, what Congresswoman McMorris-Rodgers is doing?
Well, I talk a little bit about my biography, coming here as a Cuban refugee and coming for freedom and democracy and opportunity. And I think our message is all going to be around the same theme, that we're a party of less taxes, less regulation. We want to get rid of Obamacare. We'll have an alternative that we'll be rolling out soon. And that we want to make sure that we get back to the business of governing for America's families, not expanding government, but making it more responsive to the people.
Going back, you said you were going to bring up, you still believe you have to repeal the health care law? The majority in our polls say fix it. They say even people that don't like it. And it's interesting, we looked at the slice of folks who believe the health care law is a bad idea, but who don't want to repeal it. Most of them are Republican women.
Well, that's interesting. You know, it depends a lot on how it's asked. I don't think that the impact, the effect of Obamacare is really hitting people yet. Right now, it's been a lot of attention on the glitches, and it's not functioning well. I think once people see that their premiums have gone up, that their deductibles have gone up, that they can't keep their doctor, they can't keep their plan, I think a lot of those positions will change. And we have always said repeal and replace. We're going to be rolling out of the Republican alternatives, but right now we certainly are not going to get off the dime on repealing Obamacare.
Now, you said you're going to talk about your personal biography. I know it pretty well, being an immigrant from Cuba. So I'm going to ask you about immigration then. Where are you on this? Where were you on the Senate bill? And what do you want to see the House do?
Well, I'm in favor of the Senate bill, but that's not going to be happening here. I'm a co-sponsor of H.R. 15, which is a little similar to the Senate bill. But in my Republican response, just as when I was the chairman of the committee, it's not just about my feelings and my beliefs. It's reflective of the Republican Party, and that we want a system that works. We know that the immigration system is broken, and we want to replace it so that it's fair to everyone. And I think we're getting there. I think John Boehner has been very helpful. We've got Paul Ryan, my great colleague from Miami, Mario Diaz-Balart. So we're moving in the right direction. We're going to have a set of principles, and soon legislation will follow. But the first step is border security.
Do you tell your Republican friends, you know, one of the things that I've found, Univision and Telemundo specifically, they cover the immigration issue as closely as, say, the English language news channels cover health care. Do the Republican Party leadership understand this and understand as to why
Chuck,
this is such a problem?
I am so glad that you're bringing that up, because most of the folks, Democrat or Republicans, really have no idea how strong these two networks are in all of our districts. My district is about the second or the third most Hispanic district in the country, and they're very much attuned.
They get all their news from Spanish language
Univision
news
and Telemundo,
right.
And of course, after Morning Rundown with Chuck Todd, then they'll go for that one. But it's immigration, but also the economy, because that's intertwined, whether the kids are getting jobs, whether they're getting a lot of college debt. So we're concerned about everyday problems that every American would, but immigration, all of them. So I think our party is getting behind what they should do. Legal migration.
Do you tell them about this disconnect, though?
Absolutely. We tell them, you don't know how huge this issue is on our #1 and #2 networks.
All right, Ileana Ros-Lehtinen, Republican from Miami.
Go Canes.
There you go Canes. You're the only one that cares about FIU football. I'll give you that.
Yay, Panthers.
All right, thanks very much. Up next, I'm going to hear from the top Republican on the Foreign Relations Committee. Senator Bob Corker will be here.